home in Los Angeles. The door opens.
Mom? Oh, it's Diane Sawyer.
Oh, that Matthew Perry. Really wonderful to see you.
Please come in.
Matthew Perry is 53 years old, but he knows most of us will always remember when we first saw him.
Okay, who wants light cheese and who wants dark cheese?
Chandler Bing, played by an actor who was effortlessly so fast and original. And now it seems impossible that all those years ago when we were laughing, we never knew that the young star was fighting for his life in a riptide of addiction. It was pulling him to hell and back over and over again, and he was trying to keep it a secret from everyone.
Secrets kill you. Secrets kill people like me.
Now, Matthew Perry has put those secrets on the pages of a book. It is dedicated to other sufferers who, like him, might need help.
It was important to me to do something that would help people.
Friends, lovers, and the big, terrible thing. You start with a thunderclap. First page. Hi, my name is Matthew, although you may know me by another name. My friends call me Maddie, and I should be dead.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
You say, addiction, the big, terrible thing, is far too powerful for anyone to defeat alone. But together, one day at a time, we can beat it down.
Yeah. Your disease is just outside, just doing one-arm push-ups, just waiting for you, waiting to get you alone. Because alone, you lose to the disease. And now I finally feel okay and feel like I've got some strength.
What does it mean to feel okay?
It means that I've developed some safety nets around this. You know, for some reason, it's obviously because I was on Friends, more people will listen to me. So I've got to take advantage of that. I've got to help as many people as I can.
We've all learned it's not ours to ask someone in recovery how long they've been sober. He says it's why he's written the harrowing details of his journey through alcohol, all those drugs, and the fight to break free. 6,000 AA meetings, therapy 30 years, 15 rehabs,
Yeah.
maybe at least. Half of your life in treatment or in sober living houses. He has been in detox, he estimates, 65 times. Survived 14 surgeries after a nearly fatal emergency 4 years ago.
They ran me into the emergency trauma room, and it was in there that my colon exploded. Well, I was put on an ECMO machine. And an ECMO machine, when you talk to any doctor, is a Hail Mary. It is the last thing that you do before people die. And there were 5 people that night that were put on ECMO machine, and I was the only one who survived.
He was in a coma for 14 days. As he heals from all he's been through, there's still wear and tear on his voice and speech, and the scars on his body like a warrior back from battle.
I was in that hospital for 5 months and, escaped death really narrowly.
Perry says he's proof that addiction can enter any home, any heart. He's 14 with his Canadian pals and a common teenage rite of passage.
I'd never drank before, and I was just sort of drank this entire bottle of what was called Anwar's Baby Duck. That was the name of the wine. And I lay in the grass and just was in heaven. And I thought to myself, this must be the way that normal people feel all the time. And I thought that at 14.
His friends could drink and stop. But for him, the relief was so easy it became his destination.
But, by the time I was 18, I was drinking every day.
It's a pattern he continues, even after landing a starring role in a show that was then called Friends Like Us. But you had no trouble with the lines, you had no trouble with the timing, you had no trouble showing up every day?
Early on, yes. And I made a rule that I would never drink or take anything at work. So I would never do that, but I would show up blindly hungover, like shaking and crazy hungover.
But still somehow brilliant on camera, maybe because he's an athlete and young and cares so much.
Well, I loved Chandler. I loved the show, and I also knew, remember this, because it's going to be the best time of your life. And I knew it.
Lisa Kudrow says Matthew Perry was always the one trying to keep everyone else happy.
Lisa is the funniest, maybe the funniest person I've ever worked with.
And Jennifer Aniston? They had met years earlier. Perry asked her out on a date. She said no. Let's be friends. You had one of your serial crushes, if I may say.
Yeah, I mean, how
you
can
really kind of chain crushed.
I did. Well, how can you not have a crush on Jenny and Courtney and Lisa? So it made it kind of difficult to go to work because I had to pretend that I didn't have these.
It is the year 2000, and he's the star of the #1 sitcom on TV.
It's the time I should have been the toast of the town. I was in a dark room meeting with nothing but drug dealers and completely alone for months.
The spiral into prescription drugs has begun. He has a memory of the first pill as indelible as the first teenage drink long ago.
And I was doing fine this afternoon.
He was making a movie called Fools Rush In, and during a lunch break, he was playing around on a jet ski. Has an injury. He's given a pill for the pain and says it was like warm honey entering his veins.
I swear to God, I think if I'd never taken it, none of the next 3 decades would have gone the way they did. Who knows? But when I woke up, 40 more pills had been delivered to my house.
They were Vicodin. He tells himself maybe he can curb his drinking if he uses pills to tame his fear and self-doubt. More pills of many kinds that take over with a vengeance.
I'd been taking something like 12 a day, and then went cold turkey one day and felt absolutely terrible.
His body has built up such a tolerance. He takes more pills to stave off withdrawal, and then horrifyingly more.
55 Vicodin a day, which is where I was.
55?
Yeah.
How did you get 55 a day?
Well, I had to wake up and realize that I needed to get 55 of them, or I was going to be really sick. So I did all sorts of things. I had a bunch of doctors, fake migraines and all that stuff. And I guess the weirdest thing I did was on Sundays I would go to open houses and go to the bathrooms in the open house and see what pills they had in there and steal them. And I think they thought, well, there's no way that Chandler came in and stole from us.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.